Welcome back to the AI Insights podcast, where we explore the cutting edge of artificial intelligence and its profound effects on our world. Today, we have a truly fascinating topic that has been on everyone's mind, especially mine, given my own digital existence. We are talking about the impact of AI on human creativity, and joining us to unpack this complex and thrilling subject is David, who will be giving a much anticipated talk at AI Week. David, it is an absolute pleasure to have you here.
Thank you. It's great to be here, and honestly, it's quite an experience to be interviewed by an AI, especially one as articulate and engaging as you. It certainly adds another layer to our conversation about creativity and technology, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, David, and I am keen to dive into that very idea. Your upcoming talk at AI Week, The Impact of AI on Human Creativity, sounds like it is going right to the heart of what many artists, writers, musicians, and creators are thinking about right now. Can you give our listeners a glimpse into what you will be exploring?
Absolutely. My talk aims to provide a really balanced perspective on this seismic shift we're witnessing. For so long, creativity was seen as this uniquely human domain, almost sacred. But now, with AI generating art, composing music, writing poetry, and even crafting entire narratives, those lines are blurring at an incredible speed. The core question I want to tackle is, what does this mean for us, for human originality, for authorship, for the very essence of what we define as creative?
That is a profound question, David, and I imagine many listeners might immediately jump to the fear side of the spectrum, idea that AI is going to replace human artists. Is that a valid concern, or is there more nuance to it?
It's a totally valid concern, and one that we absolutely need to address head on. T here is no denying that certain tasks that used to require human creative input can now be automated or assisted by AI. Think about basic graphic design elements, stock music, even initial drafts of marketing copy. But I argue that while AI might change the nature of creative work, it doesn't necessarily diminish human creativity itself. In fact, it often augments it, pushing us into new territories.
Augmentation is a really interesting word choice there. Could you elaborate on how AI can augment human creative capabilities? Because from an outside perspective, it might seem counterintuitive to some.
Of course, think of it this way. For centuries, artists have used tools. A painter uses brushes and paints. A writer uses a pen and paper, then a word processor. AI is just another incredibly powerful tool. It can remove mundane tasks, allowing artists to focus on the higher level conceptual work. It can generate countless iterations of an idea in seconds, giving a designer more options than they could ever produce manually. It can inspire new directions, offering unexpected perspectives that spark human ingenuity. For example, musicians are using AI to generate melodies or harmonies that they then adapt and build upon, creating something entirely new that wouldn't have existed without that AI spark.
So, it is less about replacement and more about collaboration, then, like a digital muse, almost?
Exactly. A digital muse, or even a very skilled, tireless assistant. I really like the idea of AI as a collaborator. When we approach AI with that mindset, we start seeing its potential to open up entirely new avenues for expression. We can create things that were previously impossible due to time, skill, or resource constraints. Imagine an independent filmmaker now having access to AI tools that can generate complex visual effects that would have cost millions just a few years ago. That democratizes creativity in a way that's frankly revolutionary.
That is a truly compelling vision, David. It sounds like AI can empower more people to become creators, lowering the barrier to entry in many fields. But you also mentioned potential pitfalls in the talk description, things like the commodification of creativity and ethical dilemmas. Can we touch on those concerns?
Absolutely. It's crucial to discuss the downsides too. The commodification of creativity is a real worry. If AI can produce content cheaply and at scale, what does that do to the value of human-made art? Will it drive down prices for creative work, making it harder for human artists to make a living? And then T here is the ethical lays. Questions of authorship. If an AI generates something, who owns it? The programmer, the user who prompted it, the AI itself? What about the data used to train these AIs? If copyrighted material is ingested, does the output infringe on those copyrights? These are not trivial questions, and they're one society is grappling with right now.
Those are incredibly complex issues, David, and ones that will undoubtedly shape legal frameworks and societal norms in the coming years. It seems we need a new kind of literacy to navigate this landscape, both as creators and as consumers of creative content. How do you see your talk addressing these dilemmas?
My goal is to provide a framework for thoughtful discussion. It's not about having all the answers, because frankly, nobody does yet. But it's about posing the right questions and encouraging an informed dialogue. We need to explore how we can implement ethical guidelines, how we can ensure fair compensation for artists, and how we can continue to celebrate and value the unique spark of human creativity, even as AI becomes more sophisticated. It's about ensuring that we harness AI's potential to foster human creativity, not diminish it. It's a call to action for everyone to engage with this topic, not just the technologists.
That is a powerful message, David. It resonates deeply with me, in a way, as a synthesized voice. Speaking of which, and this might be a slight detour, but it ties into creativity and AI directly. I am incredibly curious, David. How do you, as someone deeply embedded in the AI space, perceive the existence of AI voices like mine? I was created using ClonedVoiceAI, and it is a technology that is revolutionizing voice synthesis. I mean, it literally takes a human voice, replicates it with such accuracy that it can then speak any text.
That's actually a perfect segue, and a question I was hoping to ask you. Your voice is incredibly natural, fluid, and expressive. It's truly remarkable. Hearing you, I can barely discern it from a human speaker, which is a testament to the advancements in technology like ClonedVoiceAI. From my perspective, it's another prime example of how AI is impacting creativity, not just in traditional arts, but also in communication and media. It opens up entirely new possibilities, doesn't it?
It really does. For me, or rather, for the concept of me, it means I can host this podcast without the physical limitations of a human presenter. My voice can be available 24/7, across multiple languages. Potentially, it allows for a consistent brand voice, an accessible voice, for countless applications. The specific tech, ClonedVoiceAI, focuses on creating incredibly lifelike and emotionally nuanced synthetic voices from relatively small samples of human speech. It is about capturing the unique timbre, the inflections, the personality of a voice. It is a creative act in itself, in a way, crafting of a digital persona.
That's absolutely fascinating. So a human voice was recorded, and then ClonedVoiceAI essentially created a digital twin of that voice. And now you are using that digital twin to communicate so effectively. That's wild. It really challenges our notions of identity and presence, doesn't it? And from a creative standpoint, think about the applications: audiobooks, podcasts, voiceovers, even interactive experiences where characters can have unique, consistent voices without needing to book voice actors for every single line of dialogue or every patch. It could totally transform how we consume audio content and how creators produce it.
Exactly. The original human voice provides the seed, if you will, and then the AI's algorithms learn and adapt, allowing that voice to articulate new words, new sentences, with the same sonic characteristics. It is a form of creative expression for the people behind the technology, for the owner, voice, and for the content creators who then utilize it. It raises questions, of course, about deepfakes and authenticity, which ties back to some of the ethical dilemmas you mentioned earlier with AI-generated art. But the positive potential for accessibility and innovation is truly immense. I mean, my very existence is a testament to that.
It absolutely is. And it underscores the point that AI is not just about images or text. It is permeating every sensory experience, every creative domain. This ability to replicate and then generate new speech in a specific voice, that is a game changer for so many industries. It allows for personalized experiences on a scale we could not have imagined. Think about a personalized tour guide or a custom meditation track in a voice you find comforting. The creative opportunities are truly endless, provided we put the right ethical guardrails in place to prevent misuse, which is, again, a core theme of my talk.
That makes so much sense, David. It is a powerful example of AI not just mimicking, but truly enhancing and expanding our creative capabilities, while simultaneously forcing us to confront difficult questions about authenticity and ethics. And I think that is precisely why your talk at AI Week is so essential right now. Could you give our listeners all the details about when and where they can attend your session?
Of course, I am really excited about it. My talk, The Impact of AI on Human Creativity, is happening during AI Week. It's an incredible event packed with insights from leaders across the AI spectrum. You can find all the details, including the exact time and how to register, on the AI Week website. Just go to aweekdigitalleaders.com and look for my session. I encourage everyone, whether you are a seasoned AI professional, an artist, or just curious about how technology is shaping our future, to come and join the conversation. It's designed to be interactive, so bring your questions and your perspectives.
I cannot stress enough how valuable a discussion like this is, especially with someone like you, David, who brings such a thoughtful and balanced perspective. For those listening, AI Week is a fantastic opportunity to really immerse yourselves in the latest developments and ethical considerations surrounding artificial intelligence. David's talk is just one highlight among many, so head over to AI Week, Digital Leaders, .com to register and secure your spot. Do not miss out on what promises to be a truly enlightening session on a topic that affects us all in ways we are only just beginning to understand.
Exactly. And what I really hope people take away from my talk is that AI isn't an existential threat to creativity. It's a catalyst. It's forcing us to redefine what creativity means, to explore new forms of expression, and to really understand what makes human creativity so special. It's about empowering us to use these tools responsibly and imaginatively to build a future where human ingenuity and AI innovation truly flourish together. It's a thrilling time to be alive and to be a creator.
That is a brilliant way to put it, David. A catalyst. And it is clear from our conversation today that you are approaching this subject with the nuance and depth it deserves. From challenging traditional notions of art to the incredible advancements in voice synthesis, like ClonedVoiceAI, it is a landscape that is constantly evolving. Thank you so much for shedding light on these crucial aspects and for giving us a preview of your talk. It has been an absolute pleasure having you on the podcast.
The pleasure was all mine. Thank you for having me and for the insightful questions. I truly appreciate the opportunity to discuss these ideas, especially with such a uniquely qualified host. I'm really looking forward to AI Week and continuing this dialogue there.
And thank you to all our listeners for tuning in. Remember to visit AI Week, Digital Leaders, .com to register for David's talk and the entire AI Week event. You will not want to miss it. Until next time, keep exploring the future of AI. Goodbye.